What are your thoughts on the FAANG companies? Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. What do you think is going to happen with them? Are you interested in them?
Well, that's a great question. I'm very interested. I'm fascinated by them. I understand that they're very valuable. In some ways, they have, in many ways, actually, the FAANG companies have pushed me to sort of understand what's going on in this space a little bit better. It would have been great to have some FAANGs in the portfolio, but the issue with the FAANGs is that to the value community, they never look cheap, but their business model is what's so exceptional. So they have a very capital light business model. And if you find a very capital light business model with a super long runway where you can redeploy cash flow that's coming in, you might actually have a better business than sort of a super capital intensive manufacturing company that has a big book value. And so the FAANGs right now, look, Amazon's trading for what? First of all, I'll make a couple comments here because it's a good question. These firms now are all approaching kind of the $1-2 trillion range. These are the largest firms we've ever had in the world. Trees don't grow to the sky. The largest firms get beat out by other firms ultimately, but they're still super valuable and they're good companies. The whole market cap of the US is about 35 trillion. And the FAANGs maybe make up 8 or 9 trillion of that. So can the FAANGs double from here? I mean, they might be able to, but at some point they just can't possibly be the whole market. They're exciting. I watch them. If you had them at the beginning, congratulations, that's wonderful. You can keep them, but I don't think, I'm not like encouraging going out and liquidating your Amazon or something. But I think at some point they become big enough that their growth slows. They're also trading, Amazon, for example, I think I mentioned, they're trading like 30 times earnings. So what that means is that earnings can sort of double. And then if they stop their growth, people might say, oh, well, maybe they should trade for 15 times earnings. And then that's today's price. So maybe the stock is a little bit ahead of itself in some of these. People talk a lot about Tesla, and Tesla's done very well. I don't know that the price is right. But it's it's one of those, you remember the diagram where we showed like a great business model and a great management and then the valuation, and they hit great business model and they hit great management, but the valuation is what stops us. And what a lot of the world has experienced over the last particularly 5-6 years is that the valuation and the price has continued to run. And so, yeah, it would be nice to have a price that's, sort of doubling every year for a few years. But right now I kind of think they're fine. They're big. They're maybe on the expensive side. And so that's sort of my view on the FAANGs.